everybody. Welcome to CraFTable. I'm Nigel.
And I'm Justin. Long time no see, kind of.
Yeah.
Sort of.
So, yeah, the last videos we did them, like, in a batch, basically. So we did 3 videos in one weekend.
So we actually haven't filmed in like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, so
if it seems kind of janky today, it's because we're out of the
we're a little rusty, but we obviously had our own lives, and he had a little getaway, which he can get into in a minute. But before we do that, please, if you guys do like what we're doing, please like, comment, subscribe, follow our Instagram page, which is gonna somewhere.
It'll be down there. Yeah.
If you like, we like what you see, maybe you like the banter, please stick around. We'd love to have you. And today we're building the, what was it?
It's called AT-AT versus Tauntaun microfighters.
Yeah, they're very little guys, which it's cool though because they actually. This might actually be the front of the box. I don't know.
This is the back,
but it is a build together. So there's actually, I believe, 2 copies of the instruction manual in here.
Yep, 2 sets of instructions. So one of us will be building the AT-AT and one will be building the Tauntaun. I was going to say, I think you should probably build that one.
Yep.
You can get the Walker. Even though I think the Walker's really cool, I'll build this one and I get to have Skywalker. So that'll be fun.
I was going to say, I was going to side with the Empire ultimately.
Well, I would rather build the Walker than the Tauntaun.
Yeah, I get that. I like the little tiny legs. I'm excited to put that together.
Little tiny legs. Here we go.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's been a bit for us. You gotta get the rust off again, I guess. Kind of get back with the swing of things.
Cobwebs.
Yeah. All right. It was funny because we actually didn't even really plan on filming today. Actually.
No, yeah. I was in the car on the way home and I called him and I was gonna say like, hey, do you want to try for Sunday? And he said, actually, I talked to Matt, our camera guy, and he said the only day I have actually is today. And I was like, oh, okay, so then do we want to do like later this afternoon? I'm bag 2.
Yeah, looks like I'm bag 1.
Looks like you may have more pieces.
Probably because the AT-AT itself.
I guess, but the Tauntaun is also a lot of pieces.
Yeah, if you finish before...
Maybe your pieces are just bigger.
Yeah, if you finish before me, hop on in. I won't be able to.
I have my pile here.
Put one here. I'm going to assume these are decently in camera. Plus, these shouldn't take super long to put together.
I don't think so. Yeah, this will be a 10-minute video.
That's definitely going to be shorter than what we've done, yeah. Talk about easing our way back into everything.
I'll be able to edit that in like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And that might sound like a long time for people who have been editing for a long time, but I have not, so...
Or, I feel like some YouTubers out there are probably editing forever, though. Like, I feel they have days where it's only editing.
Well, probably, yeah. I mean, especially if they just record, like, everything, like, in one day, then they spend the other days editing. Or they have other people edit for them.
Yeah. You know what would be a cute idea?
What would be cute, Justin?
I keep this, you could take that guy home.
Okay.
That'd be adorable.
That works. Oh, this was $20, by the way, so we'll split that.
Yeah, I guess. You're like, we're also going to split the financial responsibilities.
Like we agreed upon in the contract.
I definitely, I gotta say, I definitely did say to Venmo me for that. I just didn't remember if I actually did or not. I assume I didn't. Where's my little blaster? There it is. Again, another one of the little blasters that actually does shoot. I'm going to assume they all do that now.
Well, yeah, all the ones that are designed like that one, like this one, they do.
Mm-hmm.
But not every gun that's included fires. Oh, I need that other piece. That gray.
There we go. How would I put that in the right way?
I think there may only be one way to put that in.
I shouldn't have did that.
Did you shoot it?
Can I have that? Thank you. Man, that actually had quite a bit of range. That flew pretty quick.
So... Oh, okay. And you blocked it just in
yeah.
time,
I was going to say, I'll never find that again. No! You killed us! Alright, put this here. Oh, he's got some binocs, too. Hold on. But I bet Luke doesn't have that.
I don't know. Oh, yeah, he does.
You got a cute little visor.
I got binoculars, too. Oh, yeah, he does have a nice visor.
Unless those are my binoculars. I don't see mine.
Oh, then maybe there.
Well, yours are white.
Okay, okay. I was going to say, wait. Is that piece yours or mine? That's yours.
You see yours, unless it is the only one. No, there it is. I got it. Yeah, you have your own. You do have your own. Okay. Man, it can't give me nothing.
All right, so here's my guy. Here's Luke. Lightsaber and a gun.
And here is generic Stormtrooper. I guess AT pilot. Yeah.
AT.
I wanted to say ATSD, but I know that's not right.
No.
You know something funny? Whenever
There are
Haley
several of those.
AT something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised I got AT right. But Haley had pointed out, since we were talking about binocs in the Clone Wars. Have you ever? Well, no, 'cause you didn't really watch too much of Clone Wars. But their binoculars literally just looked like almost like rectangular bar, but there was no visor, there was no screen.
I think I know what you're talking about. You just kind of look at it.
Yeah, and Haley was like, "What are they looking at?"
They're looking through the specialized harmonica.
my first thought was like they, like Qui-Gon or Obi-Wan or Anakin, whoever tries to go look at something, it's just like, and like a little thing there, so you can see like the pictures or something.
Yeah, the little wheel.
Yep, that was my first thought. All right, I'm gonna start working on my guy.
Okay.
Why don't you tell the good people how your trip went?
Okay, yeah. So, Thursday and Friday, I was in upstate New York, in Harriman State Park.
I was gonna say, no, it's not like Buffalo, right?
No. Harriman State Park is where we were camping. I forget what mountain we went up, but I went on a hiking trip with a Bible study group, and it was fun. We walked in, we did about 6 miles the first day in, and it was very pretty. All the leaves were still in the process of changing, like they weren't all dead yet.
Yeah, I was actually just saying to my dad today, it's looking, where we live out in like Jersey area, it's definitely looking nice and fall now.
Yeah, it's very, very pretty. There were a lot of yellow, like a lot of trees that were just yellow there too, so that was pretty.
Just Lello.
Yeah, Lello. And they have trees there that that they don't have here in New Jersey. Some of them, actually, a lot of them, I don't even know what they are. Like they look like a thick hard wood, but the outer part of the tree is very, very smooth, and I have no idea. Maybe it's an ash tree, but I have no clue. But it was very pretty.
I was gonna say trees.
I only know a handful because here in New Jersey, well, in our section in New Jersey anyway, there's really only like sometimes there's maple where I live, like very little. Sometimes there's cedar. And there's several kinds of pines. We're near the Pine Barrens, so
yeah,
we're gonna have pines.
I don't go outside.
Light and dark oak. And when he does go outside, it's just grass. Yeah. And then that one tree.
My bushes are getting big. I got big bushes here, but no, yeah, I'm in a almost stereotypical development.
Mm-hmm. Cul-de-sacs and everything.
Yeah, I'm surrounded by houses. Not if those who ever watched Blair Witch Project, that's where Nigel lives. Literally in that house with that person in the basement. And
now you've walked one of my trails, so you see the amount of woods we have.
Truly, I didn't think so. Before I had gone over there, Nigel said, "Wear an orange hat, like we need bright orange hat." And I was like, "What's up?" You didn't tell me. I was potentially going to get shot on this trip.
It's very unlikely, especially since we were in a group and we were talking. They would have immediately known, like, "Oh, that's people."
I would have hoped so. They're like, "Oh, that's people."
Yeah.
That's my game of choice.
Yeah, it's the most dangerous game.
Off topic. Did you hear what you know how Disney owns like Universal stuff now? Sort of. Like some properties. Like Disney Plus can do the Predator stuff.
No.
There's a new thing coming out called Prey.
I did see that, but I didn't know
that's Disney Plus.
And it's supposed to be a Comanche Indian, right?
Predator hunting Native Americans.
Yeah,
because it makes sense. They still probably would have came to Earth then.
Sure.
Can you imagine
it was every 100 years or something.
Have you heard of skinwalkers before like that? I was like,
maybe that's
what if this is the legend of the skinwalker?
Or they'll modify it and not say it doesn't turn into other things, but it turns invisible or something like that.
It turns into nature.
Yeah.
So when it turns invisible,
I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
See, big brain stuff. I think they announced that today, but I'm very excited. Out of I guess 90s or I guess just OG monsters. I guess I prefer the Predator to the Xenomorph. Just because I like that hunter society. I like that. We might have talked about this before in CraFTable, actually.
I know that Predator and Alien have come up before in Lego. Hey, which I think about which one we would like to build or something like that. But I don't know if we actually talked about which one we like better.
Mm. Yeah, definitely prefer the Predator over the Xenomorph. Alien versus Predator was a dream for.
That was my
me.
first introduction to Aliens or Predators. That movie, I saw it over at my friend's house, and it was like his favorite movie at the time. He loved it, and we watched it.
I don't know. I saw OG Alien Sigourney Weaver when I was way too young.
Oh yeah,
because I haven't even moved out of this house yet, so I was 6 or younger. Horrifying. Turns out they can't hear you scream in space, but they can hear you scream in your living room.
Mm-hmm.
And I did. I was very uncomfortable.
The neighbors heard it.
It was just creepy because I did not like the chest burster. Didn't like the face hugger. Hated that. Hated everything about that. And seeing the person that when that happened in the very first movie, I believe they're eating spaghetti in the scene.
I think they are.
And I know
at least one of them is.
And I know a lot of the cast wasn't informed that it was going to happen.
None of them were. They knew that they were told something's going to happen, but they didn't know what because
it was just
he wanted their raw reaction to whatever it was.
Could you imagine? That's crazy.
Oh my god!
Yeah. But yeah, I remember seeing that when I was little, and it was one of those things where could you imagine or remember being little and going into your living room and your mom who was watching a scary movie, and you go in to say hi, and you look at the TV and it's a scary movie, and you just sit there staring.
Yep.
And you're like, I'm gonna be thinking about this when I go to bed later.
I've done that.
And you just stare.
My mom. There was a time. My mom and a friend of hers. They were downstairs. This was in a different house that I'm living in now, and they were watching.
How old were you?
First or second grade.
Yeah, so little.
Yeah. They were watching Sleepy Hollow, Johnny Depp's Sleepy Hollow. And it was the scene where he was getting his head back and you see the skull and everything's crawling up his neck and everything. And I remember being at the top of the stairs watching. I'm like...
You're just the deep hyperventilation. Heavy breathing.
And I forget if she looked up and saw me and told me to run back up or if I just ran back up myself.
I did that with a couple of movies. I remember doing that with Jason a couple of times. There was a movie called The Others.
Not sure if I've heard of it.
It was it was weird, creepy. It wasn't jump scares or a slasher. It was one of those, there's ghosts, but very foggy. I felt like everything had a tone of gray over it. The house looked very Victorian. I don't know how to explain that. I don't even remember the plot really, but I remember seeing that when I was little. And there's a scene where the woman's kind of going into this bedroom, and all the furniture has those tarps over it, and
dust and stuff.
Yeah, and one of them, she turns around and there's very clearly a person standing under one all of a sudden. And I remember being little and don't like that. We are not happy anymore. We're gonna be thinking about this all night. There's another movie called The Grudge. That was another one when I was I was a little bit older for The Grudge.
That's creepy though. No.
Yeah. Yep. That. And it's dark in the room we're in now.
I know because we usually record. We usually record in the morning. We're recording now at 4, 5 o'clock basically, and now if it's daylight savings, it's already dark, and you look into the corner and it's
Yep. And now, seriously, this is the kind of point in the night where I'm going to come downstairs, get a drink or a bottle of water, and I'm going to sort of run up the steps.
Sprint up the stairs.
Yep. We might talk about this on CraFTable as well, but I remember, Vin Diesel, Chronicles of Riddick, that whole franchise. Mm-hmm. That character and that story is how I got not afraid of the dark.
Oh, okay. Because he could see. He was
he
has hyper sight, right?
He could see in the dark. He had almost like a cat's bioluminescence not bioluminescence, but he could see in the dark. Yeah, that reflectiveness.
Yeah.
And I remember playing the game. There was a game called The Chronicles of Riddick: Escape from Butcher Bay. It was on PC and the OG Xbox, and I wanted to play that game so bad. I eventually did when I got older because they made a remake. Mm-hmm. But they had a part in the trailer for that game. Because remember back in the day, there used to be demos, and you watch them. There could be a movie, but it have a little featurette on the game that's based off the movie. The movie Pitch Black, so the first Riddick movie they put out with him, had the trailer for Escape from Butcher Bay, and I watched it. At the very end, it was just in that really deep Vin Diesel voice. But I was are you afraid of the dark? I'm not. The dark is afraid of me. And I liked the idea that you are the scary thing in there.
Okay.
And I was like...
That, like, empowered you.
I'm like, I want to be the scary thing in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to be scared. You need to be scared of me.
The monsters are going to know.
And I would like, seriously, I got to a point where I will walk through my whole house, not turn a single light on. And I'm like, not a single spooky intrusive thought because I'm the spooky thing here. Mm-hmm. Like it's funny, but I still do that.
That's fine. It's how you get through it.
It's how I literally get through my house. I live here.
I think I put this on. I put this on wrong. There we go.
This is actually going to end up being longer than we thought, just because
it's 15 minutes.
We're actually holding dialogue pretty well today.
15 minutes right now. Yeah.
There's some days that we can't. I feel like we'll struggle to have a conversation, or especially if we're doing CraFTable, because once the camera's on, that pressure shows up. You know what I mean? But now that I'm feeling pretty comfortable now, I guess.
I'm just trying to take it one step at a time and talk when I can.
Man, I had a whole bunch of just random topics that just came out of nowhere too. But yeah, I was that whole franchise. I loved it. I've
never seen anything of Riddick.
I would. They were like I guess you could call them sci-fi. Mm-hmm. They're just more what would you call it? Like I believe the main enemies in the sequel were the Necromongers. I think they were like the militant race that was taking over the galaxy at the time.
Okay.
Riddick is a Furian. That's like his kind of race.
Furian or Furian?
Furian. So Fury.
Fury. Okay.
Just a race of people who, I mean, for lack of a better word, they describe them as a nation of people who could kick the crap out of you at any given time. Like they were a race to be feared, but there's not a lot of them anymore. And Riddick's one of the last few. Okay. He is a reluctant anti-hero, as I would describe him, because canonically in the story he's a serial killer. Actually, like he's severely wanted. He's killed quite a few people. The game Escape from Butcher Bay. Butcher Bay is a supermax prison. Mm-hmm. You deserve to be there. But then that's when you see, like, I'm the bad guy. Then you see these, like, the corrections officers in the prison. They're all, like, abusing the inmates. And it's like, the whole thing, I think, with Riddick is I think is really kind of in tune with that animal side of him. And he's like, you're just prey to me. You know? I'm just playing with my food.
I don't understand what's happening. Oh.
I don't story of my life on a daily basis, by the way. I don't
What is happening anymore?
I don't understand what's happening.
No more knowledge. Only confusion.
Do I have this backwards as well?
Only confused.
Oh, no.
I don't know. We're two different books, man. I don't know.
No, wait. No, we're good. We're okay.
As long as you're not looking at mine and being like, I can't make this.
I'm trying to make the Tauntaun with the Imperial parts. No, I'm okay. The book didn't flip. I did.
Oh, okay.
So this, actually, I'm going to take off, put it over here.
Book flipper.
Yeah, I flipped prematurely.
So this is its torso, and the legs are going to go here, and here's the tail.
We're already I'm going to say you're a little bit farther than I am, I think, but we're definitely...
Well, I believe I have less pieces than you.
We're definitely getting that little almost quintessential shape of that middle body, you know?
Yeah, we're getting it down. I'm working on the head now.
Are those supposed to be your little arms?
Why, yes, they are.
That's it, too. There's no hand pieces. Those are your hands. I love that. He just is... I love that. That's great.
I saw on YouTube, I don't know if you've seen it or not, they release, I forget if it's every year or every few months or something. Lego releases Ultimate Collector Series builds. And the last one they did was the Republic Gunship, the Ultimate Collector Series of the Republic Gunship.
I was going to say, we might have talked about this. Because we definitely talked about the Gunship recently.
Yeah, and I think they actually officially released it, not like just pictures. They just released the Ultimate Collector Series of the AT-AT. Mm. And it's like this big, the body of it, and it can open, and there's seats in there for the troopers, and you can load it with stormtroopers and everything.
That, first off, sounds really expensive.
Yeah, probably.
But I want it.
But it's like decent size, and it comes with a Luke Skywalker with the grapple gun thing, so you can hang with the saber.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's exactly how I would leave it too. Just him ascending the middle of it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool.
Looks really cool.
I didn't even see that. No, it's funny because actually on our CraFTable page, because I actually follow I follow it on our CraFTable page, so that's where I kind of see newer stuff. Oh, now I'm working on the head. Just leave a little block of a body over there.
There you go.
But yeah, at some point,
that's cool. I like that.
Those viewing at home, I like how dense it is.
Yeah, I know. It's, like this has much more weight to it than this does.
Yeah, so it's literally just like a little block.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops, just rolled my body over. I would like to get to a point where we're gonna build,
like that.
something massive like that at some point. Now it's obviously gonna be several parts or
10-part.
Maybe we're at the point where we're live streaming it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But eventually that'd be awesome. I'd like to build something huge like that. I really hope I'm in frames. I feel like I'm pulling in a lot, so I hope I'm been in frames this whole time.
I think you are. I'm worried about my head being in frame a little bit, but I don't know.
I'm doing the same thing. I'm like leaning forward. And I'm like I've been in the shop.
But I'm gonna be cutting, this part out too. So I think I put these pieces on.
I don't like these pieces.
No.
I don't know why. First off, they're not easy for my eyes to locate.
Let me do this again.
Just take the whole body apart.
No.
Just completely disassemble.
2 of these. Yes. Got the ears. Okay. So I did put them in the wrong place. Now they're in the right place.
Little hat.
There.
This already looks like a little robot face.
Yeah, kind of does.
Where is this? I guess I need... Oh, that's kind of weird. It's actually... Oh, it's because we're flipping it. I didn't see the little... That thing. I wonder if your instruction manual is actually in the shop, too.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, there's a little guns on his head. Or under his head.
Under your head?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because, it's got to shoot.
It's... I was going to say I didn't realize what they were there. But little chin guns. That'd be really unfortunate. A flawed design. A firearm coming out of your chin. Your butt chin just opens up. Yeah. Like almost like an Austin Powers-esque spy movie.
Yeah.
Just a really long, M249 barrel that sticks out of your chin.
Slides in.
You're
wasn't me.
Sliding 5.56 rounds into your ear. What is this bit? The casing ejects the other side.
Ejects at the other ear. I don't know. I was actually my brain was going like, what else should we?
I was envisioning it though. Perfectly.
So today I got, this is Star Wars related. I got 2 books in the mail.
Books?
Yeah. One of them is not a definitive guide on lightsabers, but it's basically a book on, I believe it's on lightsabers of every Star Wars character that's mentioned by name. Mm-hmm. So one of them that surprised me was they have Sifo-Dyas' lightsaber, and you never see him.
Oh.
So they mention him by name, and he was a Jedi, so it's here's his lightsaber or whatever. And it gives you the details about that specific lightsaber and everything.
I wasn't expecting to see Sifo. Yeah, I wouldn't expect to see Sifo-Dyas' lightsaber.
I actually think it's pretty cool. I'm waiting to see if someone makes it.
Unless now I want to know what it looks
like. Yeah, and the other book is on, and this was brought up before too, Star Wars propaganda. And each page is supposed to be an in-universe propaganda poster for one side of the war or the other. Yeah.
I love that.
So picture the Uncle Sam I want you thing, but that's for the Empire. And it's not I want you thing. It's enlist now for stuff like that.
Yeah, but propaganda posters. Yeah. And I had a stormtrooper on the front looking all heroic maybe.
Yeah.
Just holding the flag. I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One of them I saw, it was an Imperial propaganda poster, putting down the rebellion. And it was having these 2 rebels, and they looked like marionettes and everything.
Yeah.
And it said, "Guess who's really pulling the strings?" And in the background, in the shadows, holding the 2 puppet things, was a Hutt. Was a Jabba the Hutt.
Oh wow!
So the Empire's saying no, they're run by the Hutts, and they're a gangster thing. You don't want to, you don't want to deal with the rebels.
Just bad mouthing the rebels. Yeah. And just releasing they're we were talking about before. Basically, they would have been regarded as terrorists.
Yeah,
basically.
exactly.
Do I have to put another? No, I already did. I didn't realize how many guns are on this dude's head. You got ear guns.
Oh yeah, tons of stuff.
I forgot about the ear guns.
Yeah.
How's your reins coming?
I'm getting there. I'm sorry. I'm looking to see what's.
I like your little horns. It looks like you got extras too, unless the Tauntaun has a bunch of horns. I don't remember.
It's only got 2.
Yeah, so you got extra horns.
Yeah.
Oh. Ready?
Yeah. Oh, I love how that moves. Oh, that's so awesome.
Oh yeah. So you could take that guy home. This guy's going right. I'm gonna find a sweet spot for him.
Sure.
Oh, I'm excited. Okay, now we're putting on the legs. Yeah. Okay.
All right, now I'm putting
the legs are the part I was the most excited for. So I was actually trying to put this on the side of his head, thinking they were the gun parts, and they're actually his feet.
Ah, okay.
So then this.
So
then this. Ooh.
So this you like this one? What's this AT-AT stand for? I don't know if you remember.
Oh, I wouldn't know. Armored transport. Assault.
Eh?
I don't know what the last T would be.
I believe AT-AT. All-terrain assault transport.
All-terrain assault transport. Okay, so I had it backwards.
Do you know what AT-ST stands for?
All-terrain snake transport.
Close. Scout. All-terrain scout transport.
Yeah, my first thought was snow.
ATTE.
Stop!
I know them, so that's what I'm asking.
AT, so all-terrain. Does it fly?
No. The ATTE is the one
wheels?
from episode 2 and episode 3-ish. It's got the 6 legs and the big long gun. It looks almost like a section.
Big long gun on the back. Like it'll be on the long gun on the top. And the dude is like, that's how he's.
Yeah, and it's got 6 legs.
Okay, yeah. All-terrain. What is it again? ATET?
ATTE.
ATTE.
Something is wrong here.
All-terrain. You're really distracting me here to finish before me.
I think yeah, okay. Alright, this is backwards, that's why.
I'm stumped. All-terrain.
You probably wouldn't get it anyway. All-terrain tactical enforcer.
Tactical enforcer. You wouldn't get it anyway.
Yeah.
You wouldn't understand.
No, because you don't know.
Look, ready?
Nope.
You need to. You really do need to.
Hold on.
They're watching.
Well,
You've got 3 other limbs to see this for.
Yay, leg. There we go.
It's so cute.
I flipped the thing back. There.
It's adorable. Okay. I'm so excited. I feel almost more excited for this than the Mandalorian one last week. I don't know why.
It's because you know you're keeping it and you're putting it together. ATTP. You know that one?
That's made up.
No,
ATAP.
That's what it is.
Another all-terrain something.
Yeah. It's all-terrain attack pod. And I'm not making it up either.
The all-terrain's a little redundant. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
They're all all-terrain.
Almost. Well, yeah, I guess they are.
Like, I feel like you can probably take any vehicle to maybe any planet.
I mean, if they got legs, they can do it anyway.
Yeah, but, okay, so here's a question. Would a speeder be able to speed... Well, no, because I guess the heat from the lava would just...
Well, I was going to say, like...
I was wondering if a speeder could speed over lava in Mustafar. But I think
if it was high enough above the lava, I think it could.
Yeah, but Mustafar, that whole facility itself was shield raid. And then shield raid. So
shielded.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to say. The stroke was
charaded.
I was like, it had a big blue thing around it.
Wow, this is 28 minutes. 29 minutes.
The banter on this one.
Yeah, I know.
For sure.
Hopefully it's interesting.
Oh, no, these are backwards. These aren't my gun heads, that's why. These gotta come off.
See, we both are messing up.
It's because we're
both doing it and both talking.
Yeah, and it's the color difference, too. That's the only reason why I noticed it.
So, like, I would say that a speeder like Luke had in A New Hope, I don't know if that would do that well on Mustafar, but the snow speeders in Empire Strikes Back, I think they would be just fine on the lava. Because they can go a bit higher above the lava, too.
Now, what about Endor speeders? Speeder bikes?
Nope.
Yeah, they probably...
they're not enough protection. Your legs would be licking the lava, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, you could...
I don't know how high those things can go.
Technically, yeah, we don't know, because, like, in the one chase scene on Endor, Luke did take his speeder up in the air, but we don't know how long it can stay up there, either.
Yeah, I don't... I feel like it's probably not. I don't feel like everything that can levitate can fly. The straight flight, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, this flips up.
Or at least it might not be sustained flight.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with that. Not everything that levitate can fly.
There we go. And this goes here. Oh, it's over, dude. I won. With more pieces, I won. It's over.
All right, then. Time for me to start concentrating.
I'm going to throw in the towel now. All this, I'm going to say you should edit in some really intense music right now. It'd be funny for you to edit in all that really intense music because it's literally done.
Oh, it is done. Oh, I thought you were I thought you still had more of those.
No, I'm literally
wow,
done.
Yeah, you are done. Okay. All right, well then you got to come up with topics and I got to or is it the other way? I come up with something and you talk.
That, because then you can focus on building.
Okay.
All right, let her rip.
Yep, I'm trying to think of another acronym name that you have to guess.
Oh no, I'm not good at these.
A-T.
A-T-T-T. Isn't there something called AATs?
AAT. Oh,
from Separatists.
AAT. From what?
Weren't they Separatists?
Yeah, yeah. That was the assault tank.
Yeah.
So armored assault tank. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Do you know? I mean, once you hear it, you'll be like, yeah, that's what it is. That's really cool, actually.
He just sits on it.
So, do you know, like?
Now you're distracted.
Okay.
Do I know what?
What is the make and model of Luke Skywalker's Starfighter?
Well, it's an X-wing. But I didn't know there were model numbers.
Well, it's not. Well, I guess it is. It does have a model number.
Explain, because I've only known
like 2008 Dodge Charger, something like that.
I don't know anything like that. All right. So what's Anakin's Jedi TIE Fighter model number? What's the VIN number on the gunship? I don't know. I didn't even know those were things.
VIN number is different. I didn't say the VIN number on the Dodge Charger.
No, what is it? I didn't even know.
So it's called the what is it? The corporation that makes it, or like what would be Chevy or whatever, is called Incom, and it's an Incom T65 X-wing.
Ah, okay. I've literally never heard that before.
Really?
Ever.
There was a video game. It was called Rogue Squadron.
Right.
Rogue Squadron 3D.
I guess if people know Star Wars, they've heard of that game.
Yeah, sure. Computer game, and it was solely about like flying ships and everything like that, and you could get the basically the make and model of like the different ships, and I remember that one specifically because the intro, like you'd hover over the ship, and it would say what the ship is, and when you went to the X-wing, it said the Incom T65 X-wing is the starfighter that killed the Death Star. And then it went into more detail, and so I remember that line specifically.
That killed the Death Star.
That killed the Death Star.
That makes it sound so eerie. Like, it makes the Death Star sound so much more ominous. Mm-hmm. The Death Star.
Because at that point, there was only one.
Speaking of Death Star, I love your shirt.
Oh, thanks.
For those who obviously can't see it, it has a stormtrooper on it that says, "I had friends on that Death Star," and he's clearly mourning.
He's crying.
Awful friends, but
There we go.
There you go. Now you're caught up.
Now it's caught up. So this holds his
your binocs.
Binoculars.
So I think what do they call them? I feel like they call them binocs.
Well, it depends. Some of them have one lens, which is a monocular.
Unilock.
And the other
Uninox.
Monocular.
Uno.
No.
Uno knock.
Fine, do you call it a uniscope? Because it's got one lens.
A uniscope.
A uniscope.
You're like, no. I reject.
Monoculars, and I believe I've heard, binocs too, or binoculars.
Unless it's completely made up and I've heard it in something else entirely.
I'm not sure.
Look at his little butt.
It does have a butt.
I love
this one has a butt too.
I love this thing. Use a little tail. Actually, your Tauntaun's legs are bigger than its head.
Yeah, you're right.
Your Tauntaun is an incredibly huge Tauntaun, or have an incredibly small.
Their legs are pretty big. I mean, they're like the biggest appendage on them.
Yeah, I love your hands.
Yeah, they're like nothing. I would have put like the pieces that these clip on. Mm-hmm. See them there, the little hook things.
Yeah, I
would have put them on the ends of it too. So look, because they have claws.
Yeah, I would have even said something like this would have been better. You can imagine, we'll end on this, just a Lego set where it's a full Tauntaun, super detailed Tauntaun, but then the whole middle torso is ripped open with bones and you can stick a Luke in there.
I bet someone's made a mock of that.
I'm sure it exists.
Probably.
Just all the steam comes out. I remember that scene very well.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And that's the first time we saw someone that couldn't use the Force use the lightsaber.
Yeah.
At that point too, it was...
Man, I didn't even think about that. That makes... Because I thought about Finn just kind of picking it up. But yeah, it absolutely is Han.
Yep. He just kind of ignites it. And then Finn, you know, he just presses the button. I loved that scene.
Yeah.
He's like, I need a weapon! And then she's like, you've got one! And he holds it and... It's like, oh, it's on for the first time in like 30 years.
That was in... You mean Finn when he turned his on?
Yes.
In Force Awakens?
Yeah.
Force Awakens? Yeah.
Yep, Force Awakens.
One thing I'll give those movies, and I know people obviously have all their opinions, and we'll end on this. Visually beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Like I remember
Incredible.
I remember not being into the fact that Finn lasted that long against Kylo. But then thinking this just looks nice. Like all the snow.
Yeah. Well, everything too, because it was the great mix of practical and CGI. It was practical stuff with the overlay of CGI.
Yeah, it was like every shot, even in the last one. You know, I know a lot of people didn't like Rise of Skywalker, but in the very beginning when Kylo was dropping all those dudes, I was just like,
oh yeah,
I'm like, I want to watch this forever.
It was really cool.
Yeah, it looked awesome. Visually, they were stunning.
So hopefully you guys like this build. It ran on much longer than I thought. I was thinking 10 to 15 minutes. Nope, 35.
Should not have. But
so hopefully people like this one and watch it.
Yeah, here I'll put it this way so they can.
Same. This is this.
Here, now they can actually kind of see him. Halo's gonna be excited about this guy too. This is great.
Nice.
Alrighty, you just murdered yours, but all right. There you go.
So that's it. Tauntaun Walker. And hope you guys liked
Professional. Feel free to share, comment, like, subscribe. Matt Nigel, my goodness.
Yeah, that second was definitely.
Yeah.
You saw this thing blow this way.
And like I said, follow us on Instagram if I didn't say that already. I already forgot. We'll be seeing these pictures.
Yep.
You know, take those after this.
And we should see you next week.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
See you.